Even in today's market, there are people and realtors that have a hard time selling their homes. So in this video, I'm going to help you out by showing you a real estate pricing strategy that I use to get my East Tennessee home sold fast. So buckle up, because we're going to get started right now. Hello and welcome back to All Things Tennessee with me, Ben Barreto, your local real estate pro and relocation expert for East Tennessee. Today, without the green screen and all that stuff, we're going to talk about how to price your home so that it sells quickly. You see, even in a seller's market like we have today, there are homes that sit longer than they should. And this confuses me and a lot of people that are watching the market. I mean, you might see a house or two sell in 2 weeks or less. Then there's that one around the corner that sat there for a month or more before it sells or gets an offer or even any activity. So why is that? Let's answer that question first. Now, there are various reasons for a house not to be sold. The first and most likely culprit is that the house is overpriced. In a seller's market, any house will sell if it's priced fairly. Even if it's slightly high and in move-in ready condition, it will still sell. So if you are that person with a house that isn't selling, I'd advise you to first look at the pricing. The other reason your house is likely not selling yet, or maybe not yours, but a house out there in the world that's not selling, is because it's not getting the exposure it needs. You see, here's the thing. You can have a house priced well, but if no one is finding it, then it's not going to sell. This is the first problem for sale by owners. Zillow is the best place for you to put your house. It's widely used, but you're still missing about 80% of the buyers out there, since 80% of them buyers are working with realtors. And I hate to break it to you, but realtors don't search on Zillow for homes for their clients. They search the MLS. We search Zillow for sale by owners so that we can call you and try to convince you to list your house with us. Or if we're just not finding a house on the market, and then Zillow is like a last resort. But that's about it. And the third and the last reason that your home may not be selling could be that the way your home is priced is lowering the exposure that you're getting in the open market. So in this video, I'm going to give you a pricing strategy to help you with this third problem, a pricing strategy that works. Okay, so the strategy that I use for pricing a home is what I call a bracketing pricing. You see, you might find a lot of houses priced like this. Now, this kind of pricing can work at times, and if you're putting a price tag on a t-shirt at Goodwill, it will work. But there's a problem when it comes to selling a house. You see, buyers search in brackets. And what do I mean by that? Buyers don't search for specific prices. They don't search for homes priced at $359,900 or even homes between $350,000 and $360,000. Buyers usually have a range that they are willing to buy in, and it's about 90% of the time it falls into the following brackets. So when buyers are searching for homes under $500,000, they're usually searching within a range of $25,000. And homes above $500,000 to $1 million, they're probably searching between $50,000 and $100,000 in range. Homes over $1 million, well, that's a much wider spread, but and that can vary greatly, but it doesn't matter because my pricing strategy will still work. So can you see where I'm going with this yet? Do you kind of understand? Before I give you the actual strategy, make sure to check out this video right here where I take you on a short tour of one of the best places to live in Knoxville, Fountain City. It's part of my Best Places to Live in Knoxville series, and you can find that link also in the description. And make sure to give this video a like and subscribe. And if you are in East Tennessee or thinking of coming to this area and you need a realtor, give me a call. I'd love to speak to you and learn more about what I can do to help you on your journey. So if you haven't figured it out yet, my bracketing method goes something like this. You basically have to keep the way buyers search for homes in mind when pricing your home in order to ensure you're maximizing the exposure you get when your property or one like yours are being searched for online. So here's an example. If you have a home that's worth, let's say, $360,000, then you don't want to price your home right at $360,000, because the only buyers searching for homes and that are going to find it are searching between $350,000 and $375,000, and they're the only ones that are going to see it when they set up that parameter. So in that scenario, you have two options. You can price your home slightly high at $375,000, which will draw the attention of everyone searching from $350,000 to $375,000, and now you're getting everyone from $375,000 to $400,000. Yes, it's a $10,000 difference, but when you double the eyeballs that find your property online, your chances of getting a serious buyer that's willing to pay that, or at a minimum willing to come and negotiate in good faith on pricing that home properly to a way they can buy it, is much greater. Your other option, which is probably the smarter option, is to price it at $350,000. Why is that smarter? Well, buyers today are educated and they have access to a lot of information, and they're also more likely working with realtors that know how to run numbers on a house and see whether or not you're priced fairly or not. Now again, $10K isn't enough to make most buyers or sellers or buyers agents scoff. However, buyers shop for homes like they do for shoes, couches, cars. They compare quality, benefits, and price, and whichever they can get the most out of for the most reasonable price, they're going to go for that. So not only would you be doubling your exposure at $350,000, everyone from $325,000 to $350,000 and $350,000 to $375,000, but you also are communicating to the public that you have a hot deal in front of them and that they better move fast. And in that scenario, you have a really good chance of still getting $360,000 or maybe slightly more. Additionally, not going too high already, you avoid some of the pitfalls of a bidding war or having an overpriced home in escrow. And I made a video on that, and you can check that out by clicking right here. Well, listen, that's it for today's video. As you can see, there was no green screen involved in this one. Honestly, I was just being lazy. I didn't feel like setting it all up. So you got me at the desk, but same great information. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you found it helpful. As always, thanks so much for stopping by, and we'll see you next time.